Listen, if you're a life insurance agent, then this video is for you. I don't know about you, but most life insurance agents are used to selling life insurance door to door, on the phone, on Zoom. But listen, Ethos Life came in and Ethos came in and they've changed the game. It's all online. You can actually sell online. And in this video, I'm going to show you 100%. You're going to watch me set up an actual life insurance campaign. We're going to build an actual life insurance campaign, sales campaign completely from scratch to include the websites, include the forms, to include the Facebook campaign. We're going to use the Facebook ads launcher 100%. So let's go ahead and dive in right now. All right, welcome, guys. This is going to be an episode. It's a new episode we're starting, and I'm calling this episode Watch Me Build. Okay. So, for this episode, what we're going to be building right now is we're going to be building a life insurance lead gen campaign. Okay. So, right now, we do a life insurance lead gen campaign, and then in a subsequent video, we're going to do life insurance recruitment campaign, right? This is for all my MLMers out there. You're trying to recruit. So in the future, I'll go ahead and make a video for you guys who want to basically get into recruiting. But for now, let's get you making business, right? Because if you're not making any money, then why should people come join you, right? So for the life insurance lead gen campaign, so the first thing first we want to do is we need a way in which, and also I want to focus on life insurance lead gen e-commerce. Okay. Now for e-commerce, let's make this sales ethos life. Okay. Now, Ethos is one of the companies out there that is primarily selling life insurance via, what do you call it? Online, right? They have an online qualification process, the whole 9 yards. So I've run campaigns. I've run subsequent campaigns in to try to sell Ethos Live to be able to generate this video. And the majority of what I found, where I found people where majority of the applicants were like, you'd have a 60-year-old applying for like term life insurance, right? And or you'd have a 30-year-old. So it was just, for lack of a better word, there was no structure, there was no guidance, right? Because it's a fairly kind of a new deal in the industry, right? So what I want to do right now is I want to kind of see how we can bridge that gap with using Rise on Results and kind of incorporating that into your business. Hence the reason why we're doing a Watch Me Build. Now, I haven't gone in there and pre-done anything. I'm legitimately just going to go in right now and I'm going to go ahead and build a campaign. So let's go ahead and dive into it right now. So so I'm going to come up here to my Rising Results dashboard. Now, if you're not a Rising Results user, there's a 14-day free trial. The link is in the description below, so go ahead and click that, get your free trial. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to build a funnel. I want to build a funnel rather than a website, because a website kind of it goes into like the About Us page. It's kind of it gets a little complicated. There's already pre-done websites inside of Verizon, so you can go ahead and pick a website that works for you, and you can go ahead and build from that website. But I need something fast, quick, and easy. I need something sweet. I just need like a one page where people can show up, and then I can get the information and then redirect them into Ethos, right? Because the goal here is I want to educate them before they go ahead and switch over. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna come up here to my funnels. All right, I'm gonna come up here to new funnel. I'm going to go to my template library, and then I'm going to pick up a template. So now here you can you can come up here. We have multiple templates. You can come up here and search for the one that fits you. You have the insurance portfolio, insurance quotes, insurance agency. I mean, there's just all types of insurance. Um, we have phenomenal templates out here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, which one do I think might fit? Let's do this. All right. Welcome to Get a Quote Now, anytime cancellation, online support, the whole 9 yards. All right. Okay. This seems like it makes sense to me. All right. So we'll go ahead and click on continue. And I want to get this template. So I'll go ahead and get this template. All right. Go ahead and reload my funnels page. And if you ever run into any questions or you're like, hey, how do I build some stuff? If you look on the bottom right-hand side of your Rising Results portal, there's always a help button. Just click on that and you can go ahead and search for help in articles, and you'll be able to find what is suitable for you, any help you're looking for. All right, so now we've kind of added that funnel in there. So let's go ahead. That's the new funnel right there, Insurance 001-2.0. So it's got a home page and thank you page. That's all we need. We don't need anything too complicated. So go ahead and click on edit, and we'll go ahead and click on edit in a new tab. Okay, just waiting on that tab to load. And there we go. So the editor is loaded. So now we're going to come up here and we're going to say, all right, so everything here is pretty much loaded. So here we can add our logo. Whatever your logo is, you go ahead and upload it. So for the logo side of things, I'm going to go ahead and just move myself out here. Stay. All right. Let's go ahead and click on, let's pick a media right there. And let me see what is a nice logo. You know what? Let's go ahead and go back. So what I'm going to do right now is, if you're familiar with Canva, we're going to go on canva.com and we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a new logo, right? We can make ourselves a logo. Now, if you want to make a logo, it's very simple. It's fairly easy. Canva gives you like phenomenal designs for you to pick from. So we'll just go ahead and share this tab instead. And now we're here. We'll go ahead and create a design and we'll just go ahead and type in logo. All right. And survey says logo's loaded. Okay, good. So now we're going to come up here and, all right, capital one. So we'll pick from all the templates here, which one makes sense to us. Let's pick the handshake one. We'll say we're called Union Life Insurance, right? Boom. You can edit it as much as you want, right? So we're going to say our company's called Union Life Insurance, right? And we go ahead and download. Just make sure you're downloading this in a transparent background, compressed file quality. I just tick all of this, all right? And I'll go ahead and click on download. Yep, that's all downloaded. So now we're going to come back into our Horizon Results Editor. And once we come up here, we're going to go ahead and upload now that new image that we just made. So the image will be right here. All right, boom. And ta-da, we have our logo. So now for the logo, I highly recommend, so here you see the width. I just don't want to make it too big. So I like to typically stay at like 150-ish. So you have the about us, services, term, contact. We'll come back to that. So here it says, welcome, get life insurance for your better life, and then lorem ipsum. You're going to see a lot of lorem ipsum. So you're probably like, hey, listen, how do I type all of this stuff in? How do I, get all, what do I put in here? So I like to say, so on a pre-header, rather than welcome, what is the main reason why people were getting life insurance, right? What is the main reason why people buy life insurance in general? Those are things that you have to take into account is why is somebody going to buy life insurance from me, right? So you're going to be like, hey, listen, our job, what makes us unique? So we basically are giving you instant life insurance, right? Instant life insurance, right? Protect your family in less than 10 minutes. You're gonna put in protect your family less than 10 minutes. Get life insurance for your family's future, for their future. Okay. And then here we can say to learn more how to protect your family, watch this short video. Okay. Something like that. You can, as you can see, we're making this on the fly, right? So rather than go get your quote now, rather than all that good stuff, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the plus icon here. I'm going to click on the plus icon here, and I'm going to click on add video. I want to add a video. So now we have a video element in here, and I'm click on get quote now. Now, I don't like all of this cluster. We have the best life insurance, all of this stuff, car insurance, all of this stuff. We provide the best insurance service, health insurance. I mean, yes, if I was building a website, 1,000,000% I would, but we're not doing that. What we are doing for the most part is we just need. So this is typically what I think. What mostly helps is we just need the headline because most people, you have to think about it. They have a very short attention span. We've got the headline, right, which is good. We're gonna make our video. The main purpose of the video is to do a quick video demonstration or quick demonstration as to um, basically how to apply ethos. So we're just basically using this video to basically bridge a gap, right? That's the main thing we need is we need to be able to bridge a gap. So what I'm going to do right now is this is good. All right. I'm gonna leave that in there. This page, not really a big fan. So I'm going to come up here to sections. I'm going to click on manage. And I'm going to find the section that is just too much of a cluster and I'm going to hide it. What we offer, I'm going to hide that too. Why choose us? If I was building a website, this would make sense, but yes. Our portfolio. Now, if you're building a vast website where you have a bunch of things in there that you want people, yes, I'll do that. Meet our experts. I don't think I need that. We don't need meet our experts. If you have reviews, we'll leave that. But majority of people don't have reviews. So if you don't have reviews, I'll just go ahead and turn that off. Customer testimonials. If you have testimonials, leave that on. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. If the companies you represent, go ahead and leave them on here, and then put your contact numbers and good stuff, right? So let's keep it short, keep it simple, and keep it sweet. Okay, short and simple. All right. So here we're gonna put here is to trustworthy company. Okay. So then we're gonna be like, hey, so Union Life Insurance Brokerage. Um, has been around for over 2 years. We represent top 20 A+ rated carriers. We got it in there. So anytime cancellation. So we at Union Life, you should have total freedom for you. That's why we offer the ability to cancel at any time if you believe our policy, if you believe your policy is not right for you. Now, okay. And you're like, okay, good. So we have the trustworthy company online support. So Union Life, okay, is here to assist you with all of your needs. And we will be here 247 whenever you need us to be able to assist you with any questions that you might have. Okay. All right. So 15 plus, 1500 plus, families protected. 250 plus. How would I put it? 1,550 families protected. 250 plus. I don't know what that. 220 plus active agents. Put that in there. 50 plus awards won. Not really. I don't know. 50, 250 plus policies paid out. So, and then you're gonna be like, okay, so what are the frequently asked questions that we get out? So this is like the FAQ section, right? So the FAQ section is fairly, it's like a dynamic section which gives people the ability to do like drag and drop. They can like drag and drop stuff, and so here we're gonna go ahead and save. All right. So go ahead and save that. So right now we have our video here, which we're going to add. We've got, the online support. We've got the families are protected. And here you can add on the carriers, all the carriers you work with. And then here, what are the frequently asked questions that people ask when it comes to insurance, right? To this, it's very simple. We can come up here to the number one search engine on the planet, which is Google, right? Just say, what does, or you can just type in life insurance. How can I, let me see. All right, Google is not really helping out here. So how can I help? How does my policy payout work? How do life insurance policy payout work? How do life insurance policy loans work? Or how do life insurance policy work, right? So you're a brand new agent and you're like, man, I need to figure out how does a life insurance policy work? How does the payments work, right? So you can come up here and you can say, I mean, just ignore the ads. There's a few things from Forbes. Yeah, we can just I'm just gonna go ahead and use my infinite expertise. All right. So we don't really need to do we really need four? Okay. All right. So for this, we're gonna say how how fast does does my how fast does my family receive claim payments? Okay. And then let's go ahead. How fast does my family receive? Oh my god, I can't even spell. Claim payments. Okay. So claim payments are made within 48 hours of receipt of debt. So I'm thinking, so claim payments are made within 48 hours of receipt of debt certificate, right? What do you guys think? You think good? Okay. So we'll do that. Now my for some reason, something like that. Okay. So claim payments are made within 48 hours of receipt of debt certificate. Now you can add an image if you wanted to. Um, we'll just go ahead now, and we're not going to show an image, so just go ahead and disregard that. Okay. So the next item here is, does my family, I don't want to show an image either. So how fast does my family see claim payments? Okay. So pretty fast. Okay. So can I get approved with pre-existing health conditions? So we'll try that. Can I get approved with pre-existing health conditions? Right. So this is it. We're just gonna do the FAQs. We'll do FAQs. We're just gonna keep it short. We're not doing any fancy like sales letter, typing stuff up, doing copy. The goal is just I'm taking into account your expertise here as an agent, and most agents are not necessarily trained as far as how to build websites. So hence the reason why we're doing this. Now my computer is being so lovely slow. Come on, you can do it. Really? All right. Your title here. Can I, okay, qualify with pre-existing health conditions? This is a very common question. Anyone who's sold insurance before will tell you that this is a very common question where people like they've been declined in the past and they want to know, can you qualify me? Absolutely. So absolutely. Mm-hmm. We have guaranteed coverage up to $20,000, which means that no one will conduct a medical background check, and the insurance company will approve you on the spot. Oh my god. I do apologize for the slowness, guys. I know. Okay? But it's typing. It's figuring out. It's figuring it out. It's figuring it out. And survey says still figuring it out. But yeah, so while we wait for my lovely fancy computer to automatically slowly process everything that I just typed in. Oh, there you go. It does. Absolutely. We have guaranteed coverage for up to $20,000, which means that no one will conduct a medical background check and insurance companies will approve you on the spot. Okay, pretty simple. And then we come up here to the third one. And we'll go ahead and delete this one because I don't really need that. The third one is what is another question? Can my family, can I have, you can add as many FAQs as you want. Okay. You can add as many frequently asked questions as you want. Okay. I have more than one beneficiary, right? So you can add as many FAQs as you want. Absolutely. As many as you want. Totally, you can. So can I have more than one beneficiary? So you're going to be like, yes, absolutely. Yes, you can. You can add, oh, here comes the slowness again. Oh, you can have, I'm going to make up a number here, guys. So please don't judge me. You can have up to five primary beneficiaries, and you can decide. Oh my God! Decide how fast you. We gotta. I'm gonna. We're gonna work on speeding this stuff up. It's so weird how you work for. I basically. My bad, guys. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. You can have up to five beneficiaries, and you can decide how you want the policy. Okay, good. How you want the claim payments to be made, and we're not going to show image. Where are you, mouse? Okay. Can I have more than one beneficiary? Absolutely. And then we'll go ahead and save that. Once that's saved, okay, good. So now you're probably like, hey, what do I add services? You can just come up here, click on this, click on the element, and then once we click on the element, we're gonna come up here in the nav menu. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you go. And we're gonna go ahead and delete all of this. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this. And we're gonna go ahead and delete that. And then we're gonna go ahead and delete this. So I don't like to use the word get quote now, trust me. Let me tell you this. The call to action get the quote get quote now doesn't is not something you all they're gonna do is get quote. So I like to say, see if I qualify. Right? And for this step, we'll just say go to website URL, And for this, I'm gonna see if I can find my ethos. Ethos, 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 ethos. Come on, ethos. Come on. That's weird, guys. Ah, there you go. I think that's it. Think. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think that's it. I paste the wrong link. All right, so we're working on it. And let me just go ahead and verify this so I can go ahead and access this. Like we said, guys, you guys are watching me build an actual campaign live. So it's 908. So you guys are watching me build an actual campaign live. And and I just want to kind of give you guys an example of kind of like what is like what I'm gonna blur the name out, but I'll blur the names, but this is like an example of my Ethos portal, right? This is my example of Ethos portal. We've had people go in there, they've gotten declined for whole life policies, as you can see now. I've had, bunch of applications go on, right? Code generated declined, code generated. I mean, it just goes on and on. So what I'm saying as far as like how to sell insurance e-commerce is not something I'm not making up like when I'm telling you about this. I'm actually just I've sold Ethos online. um, I am just basically just trying to see how I can help you guys here to be able to get the same results because some of you might be able to do it better than me. Just being fully honest with you. So let's go ahead and invite clients. So we'll go ahead and copy link. Okay. So we copy the link and let's come back to our portal here. All right. So we're going to come back here and see if I qualify. I'm gonna save that. And then we'll change this button as well to see if I qualify. Now, the reason why, because typically some people say, you know what, why don't I just, you know, make a video explaining this on which, oh, by the way, we're not going to take them directly to Ethos. There's one step we're going to do before that. But why don't I just, we're going to open the pop up. Why don't I just go ahead and send them directly to? Why don't I just set the link and send it directly to Ethos? You have to understand. I will be very honest with you. I run ads on LinkedIn. I've run ads on Facebook. I've run ads on Bing. I've run ads on Google. We've done Twitter ads. TikTok is also a big one. But TikTok is just kind of a little bit you just have to pay attention to your audience, right? So for me, it's like you have to have a home page where people can basically associate with you, right? And then obviously here, let's come up here and add more logos. And don't forget to add a privacy policy. Now you're probably like, where do I get a privacy policy to be able to and then we'll go ahead and delete this. I don't need that. And then here, obviously, put your phone number, put your email. I'm not going to deal with all that. I'm not going to do all that. But put a privacy policy in here. It's very important to have your legal section, your legal footer. So to be able to do that, I would recommend you go to, there's a site called Termly. There are free ones out there, but I like the Termly one because it's like 10, $15 a month, I believe you pay. But with Termly, you get the ability to, you can have, what do you call it? Cookie consent banners. You can have cookie consent banners on Termly. You can also, let's go ahead and sign in. You can have cookie consent banners. You can have, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of things that you can have in here. But Termly just basically looks like this, where you have the ability to basically privacy policy generate this. And once you're done with your privacy policy, just click on it. So what I do is I click on it. I click on add to website. All right. And I go for code snippet. I take the code snippet. I click. You can use a code snippet or you can get the URL if you're on the pro version. You just get the URL. That's fine. You get the URL. Let's keep it simple. Get the URL, copy the URL, and then what you would do is once you copy the URL, you come over here, and then right here in this section, you can add privacy policy. Okay, highlight it, click on this. There's an icon up there, and then click on post that, and then make sure you select the new window. Okay, and then save. And then obviously, once you're done, once you've uploaded your videos and you've got everything ready to go, just basically we're still gonna come back here, but you're just gonna click this, and then you're going to pick your video. Either you're gonna post your YouTube video link. I highly recommend you use a YouTube video link. I know it's not native to your website, and people can always pause it and go somewhere else. But the reason is this is maybe somebody's searching and then they watch your video on YouTube and then they just go ahead and click on your link immediately and then go on Ethos and go apply. But you just kind of want to be on every avenue. Like for instance, Ryzen gets about 500 to 1,000 organic searches. I don't think I should be saying that for competitors and stuff. But long story short is we're getting out there. We're a growing name. We're getting out there, right? So majority of what I like to do for the most part is I like to make sure that people can find me anywhere. I don't hide my content, right? It's not about being hidden, right? It's about being as public as possible because when people don't know you, they can't flow you, right? So that's one thing you have to understand with ads. So once we're done with that, we're going to come up here. We're going to come back to our Ryzen. We're going to come back in here. We're going to create a form, right? Why do you want to create a form? So I want to create a form because I want to create what's called a lead nurture campaign. Because the reality is this: when most people come in on your funnel, your website, wherever it is, they're not going to buy immediately, right? So I don't want to get too complicated and start talking about Facebook retargeting campaigns. I don't want to start talking about remarketing campaigns because then I am genuinely going to lose you because you'd be like, oh my God, what is this guy talking about? Right? So what I want to do is pretty simple. Is I just want to say let's create a form and then we'll just come up to Ryzen and we'll just set little lead nurture campaign. Maybe we can add emails every day. So come up here to Builder, click on Builder, and we'll come up here to create a new form. So the form we're going to be creating is going to be just we're going to create the form. So the first thing I need is this. I just need your first name. I need your email. And I need your phone number. That's it. Okay. First name, email, and then we can call this, we'll call this form the ethos form. Now, there's another step that I like to do. So since I'm using a form that is not native to Facebook, let's say I'm running a Facebook ad, for instance, so I'm running, whatever event that I'm running. I want Facebook to be able to track it. Okay. I want Facebook to be able to track it. Now, I don't want to get too complicated because most people are going to be like, oh my God, dude, you all getting too complicated for me. I don't want to get it too complicated. Like, dude, just like tell me the simple stuff. So this is just for basically for people who want to kind of go a little bit above and beyond as far as, tracking goes. So if you want to go above and beyond as far as tracking goes, I'll go on my Facebook. I'll go on my Facebook portal, find me a pixel. And then once I find my pixel, I'm not going to show you guys right now, but obviously I'll just copy my pixel and I'll put my pixel ID here. This is just a demo pixel, right? And then whenever somebody submits this form, Facebook is going to record it as a lead. Okay. So now you can, Facebook is going to track it and record it as a lead, right? And now, okay, good. So we have a lead. And then when somebody submits this page, submits this form, where do I want them to go? All right. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So this is this. So we can add, we'll just go ahead and save the form. And then we're going to come back in here to our form build, to our builder. It more than likely hasn't populated in yet because we haven't refreshed our screen. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to pop up, show pop up. Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, there you go. It picked it up. Okay. And we have a pop up in there. So just add a little headline text that says, or what are we going to have it say? Sorry, guys. I know I'm scrolling. I'm just looking for something else. Headline. So we can call it, please Fill this form out on Union Life plans. That's not the prettiest. Oh my god! All right. It's definitely not the prettiest. So we've got it in there. It says, "Please fill this form out to get more information," and then we'll go ahead and add a little bit of margin on the bottom. Boom. So we've got a little bit of margin on the bottom. We can add as much stuff as we want to, and then here I just like to add a text, and just so people know. And then we say your privacy is important to us. We promise not to resell or your information. Please reference our privacy. Now, why do I like to do this? I like to just do stuff like this because it's not necessary. It's kind of necessary for compliance, right? I'm very big on compliance because I didn't even know I was even not sharing the right screen, but I'm very big on compliance in the sense as to um, you don't know who that one guy is or one person is. It's just like, oh, let me find a loophole in your business, right? So you want to make sure that you want to cover, you want to make sure all your ducks in a row. You've okay. So since this is a link, um, so for link text color, it's a blue, but I don't want to do that. So we'll just go ahead and change that here to black. And we'll just go ahead and give it just margin, just a little bit there. I don't like it. And then I want to put an icon, like, like a lock icon, make it feel good. And then we'll make the icon color white, right? So this is just a generic form. We can go ahead and if you want to change this and make this form color, a different color, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. So what I want to do is this, and then what I'm going to do is whenever somebody submits this form, what I want to happen is I want them to be redirected automatically. Once they submit the form, I want them to be redirected to um, back in your funnel. Whenever they submit the form, I want them to be redirected right there to Ethos, right? So once they submit the form, boom, we're going to automatically go ahead and send them to Ethos. So that's all done. We have it in there. We have it in there. It's done. It's saved. Okay. So this is our pop-up. We can change pop-up settings, obviously. So whenever someone clicks on this, we're in the nav menu here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to find you. There you go. See if I qualify. So whenever somebody clicks on this, I want them to basically be, what is up with mine? There you go. So I want this to open the pop-up. Okay. Submit. And then whenever someone clicks on see if I qualify, I want them to basically, I want this button action to open pop-up, right? So this is pretty simple. Like we're not going above and beyond. The main thing here is your video. So the video you're gonna make is you're gonna make a video, and I'm gonna kind of see if I can make a video in the future explaining how to apply for Ethos. Okay. All right. And you can make one. I would just recommend you share your screen. You can go on a platform. You can go on a platform like just share your screen. You can go on loom.com. Loom is completely free. You go on loom.com and then just record yourself just exactly how I'm recording myself right now. And then just do a demo or practice application of Ethos. Just say, hey, you know what? This is what Ethos is. This is what Ethos does. And then just do a practice application of Ethos. And when you do a practice application of Ethos, you will be very genuinely surprised what you will find out as far as like you'll be like, wow, so you telling me that I can go ahead and I can you do the application. Then this way people get to watch you, because before they apply for it, they've seen you do a practice application. They're like, oh, this person's applied for Ethos. So which means this is what they told me to do, and this is not what they tell me to do. Because the main problem that most insurance agents have is when they come to selling online is they go, oh, I'm just going to, because selling online and selling in home, it's almost the same. The only thing is you're doing a one to many sales. And we're going to be talking in the future about how to do a webinar and sell Ethos using webinars, right? But the main thing is this, it's kind of similar. You just make a video of yourself selling the product rather than you doing Zoom presentations and like waiting, having a bunch of no shows. Dude, no show, no show, no show. Just do a pre recorded video of yourself doing the application, explain the benefits, and then just run ads to that right inside of your website right there, right? So go ahead and save that. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and go out of here. Now we can always go ahead and we can set up the conversions API and conversions pixel. There's a bunch of things as well as far as tracking goes. I will cover that in a future video. I just don't want to make this too complicated for you, right? I don't want to make this too complicated. And then it was like, oh my God, Emmanuel's doing this. Emmanuel's setting this up. Emmanuel's setting that up. Emmanuel's setting this up. Emmanuel's setting that up. I don't want to get too complicated, right? So all we need is just one page. We don't even need a thank you page because this is just a bridge page, okay? So this is a bridge page. This is not a home page. This is a bridge page, okay? So what we're doing is we're just bridging. This is our bridge page. So we really don't need a home page. So I'll just call this bridge. Okay, I'll fix that. So this is a bridge page. It's not a home page. So all we're doing is we're just bridging. This is the bridge that people get to before they cross to the next level, which the next level is Ethos Life, right? So once we're done with this, now we got to come up here to settings. Obviously, this is where you set up all your tracking. You can set up your fab icon. I'm not going to get into that. Select your domain for your funnel. We can just pick a domain such as this, right? Just an example. Sure. Let's do this. All right. We're just going to use this as an example for when we go ahead and launch our ad, right? /bridge, right? This is an example. So now you're like, okay, are we done yet? No. Now we're going into phase number 3. So phase 1, we created our website. Phase 2, we created our form. Phase 3, we're going to go ahead. And you're like, oh my God, Emmanuel, but I have to create the ad. Don't worry about creating the ad. We'll create the ad for you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about creating the ad. That's my mic. You don't have to worry about creating the ad. We'll create the ad for you. But what you do have to focus on is there's a few back-end stuff that you have to set up. Now, we can go ahead and set this up for you. We're just going to charge you a fee. Now, if you want to pay the fee, that's perfectly fine. Get in contact with us, support@risingresults.com. And one of our team experts will jump in on a call with you and get you set up. Or you can go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to do it myself because I'm starting out and I really want to learn. I highly recommend you learn because I'm making this video for you to learn how to be able to 10x your business as an insurance agent, right? How to be able to take your business from A to Z as an insurance agent because the industry is full of riches. Well, I'm kind of getting a little carried away here. So we're going to come up here to automation, right? So what we want to do is we want to kind of set up like it's just going to be a very simple follow-up campaign, right? So what we do here is we'll go at automations. We'll come ahead and click on create workflow, all right? And for the workflow, we'll go ahead and click start from scratch. It's very easy. Create new workflow. And we'll call this lead nurture to Ethos. I just like to call it what my goal is. Like, what am I trying to get them to do? I'm trying to send them back to Ethos. So once we do that, we're going to add a trigger, right? So the trigger is, so once you set that up, come here, add a trigger. And then for this, click on form submitted. And form is Ethos form. Now, a few things I want to do is you're going to come back here to settings, and settings, very important. Pick specific time. If you're going to be spending text messages, the specific laws that you do not want to break, right? So you go ahead and do this. And you can put your name is Emmanuel. If you have a domain at unionlife.com, I don't know, whatever your email is, whatever email you want to send it from. And then I like to put in stop on response. And let's go back to actions. So first things first, whenever someone does, what's the first thing we want to do, right? We want to go ahead and add them. So naturally, you would create a pipeline, but I don't want to get too complicated here. So we'll just go ahead and get a tag. Add contact tag. add new tag, and oh no, tag. Oh, ethos lead. New tag. Okay. Go ahead and save action. Now, if you guys don't know, here's a beautiful feature, but this has to be customized and set up for you. There are people called TCPA litigators. TCPA litigators are people who come into your business and sue your business and say, "Oh my God, this person is calling and blowing up my phone. Let me sue them for $500 a call, whatever it is." Right? To be able to avoid that, Rise of Results has a built-in. We actually customize it. It has to be customized to you, which means you actually have to get on the call and then we have to set up the automation for you. But we actually have a list. We work at a law firm and we have a list of people who have sued before, who have litigated previous insurance agents, real estate agents, whatever. We have that list. So we run that data for you. And if we find somebody that's bad, we automatically send you a text message saying this person is. Don't talk to them. Right? So what you do is you come up here, you add a tag, and then you do this is a workflow. That's a workflow, and the workflow is, I think that's, we have a TCPA verification. So add them to the TCPA verification workflow. So now we basically are filtering them true, right? And then what I like to do is I like to put a wait. Why do I like to put a wait? I like to wait 15 minutes, right? Because I want to receive the text messages first so I can always come back and so I can always come back and see, wait 15 minutes. And then after I'm done with that, then I go ahead and come up here and I click on internal notification, right? And then type notification is I like to SMS myself, right? So then I'll just click on all users. You have a new lead that has visited the Ethos Life portal. Here's your info. Okay. So you're gonna come up here and then you're gonna click on custom values and you click on contact first name, right? All the information that we asked for on the form. Contact email, contact phone. No, no. All right, good. And then, so we've gone ahead and done this. Here's the info. Please also check your phone to see if you got the TCPA verification. Okay. So this is not, the client's not going to see this. This is just me. Okay, this is the green. Anything is in green is typically you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send them an email, right? We're going to send them an email, and then from this is going to be from whatever your name is, right? So my name is Emmanuel Rigway, and then Emmanuel at unionlife.com. And ready to protect your family. So now we're still working. So Horizon is working. We're working with Ethos. We're trying to get to the point in which we can access their database, but they haven't yet given us access to that. So, because if we could access their database, what we could do is we could actually set up a pipeline where we customize it. Where, let's say they visit, they quote, and then they don't buy instantly. We text them and say, "Hey, listen, you didn't buy. Here's back to the portal." For you to buy to get started, and let's say they do buy. Now we can set up like a whole it's a whole internet marketing thing, but I'll talk about it. So I just say custom values, contact, first name. Um, it's Emmanuel from New Life, partner of Ethos Life. How is it going? I would like to know. I would like to know how something you can say. I would like to know how was your application process. How I would like to know if you were able to find. Right? And then once we're done with that, custom values. There's a few things you do over here, but we'll just go ahead and save action. So once they do that, so save action, and then we can add a bunch of follow-ups as we want, right? But I just want to make this as simple as possible. Send SMS. Congratulations on choosing to protect your family. It's Emmanuel with Ethos Life, with Union Life. I don't work with Ethos Life, but Union Life, a partner of Ethos Life. I would like to know how I can application implication. All right. So once we're done with that, now since we're sending text messages, it's very important to be compliant. Now I added the trigger links, but for this, you just say text stop. Very important to be compliant. Okay. So always make sure to put that text. Always, whenever you send a text message, always, 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 even if it's a manual text message, text stop to opt out. The reason is whenever the text stop, Ryzen is a smart platform. It will take note of that and go, okay, well, this person here is not interested in talking to us. It'll automatically block them from your list so you don't text them. Because if you don't put that in there and you're a business and you send, 100, 1,000, 10,000 messages and somebody and you keep texting them, you're gonna get in trouble. I'm just telling you. This is just me being fully frank with you. So we're done with that. We've had it all. Form submitted. So we go ahead and publish. Make sure you always click publish and we click on save. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and go back to workflows. So now we're pretty much set up. We've set up our website. At this point in time, you should have made your video and uploaded your video in there. And now we've gone ahead and set up our form. So now you're like, okay, so now how do I launch the actual ad itself? Because I don't know how to create Facebook ads. I don't know. Like, how do I create Facebook ads? It's pretty simple. So you're going to scroll down to launch Facebook ads. And when you click on launch Facebook ads, it's going to pull you up here. You click on launch new campaign. And then you scroll down and find we're creating new campaigns for Ethos. So you click on insurance e-commerce. And then here you can use this is one we created. So you can use that one if you chose to. We should be adding new templates in the future. But just go ahead and click this. Or as you can tell, this was me. I kind of is your family prepared for when that time comes? You go ahead and choose this template. Now we're sending them, remember, we're sending them to our landing page. We're not sending them to a lead form. And what is your budget? So your budget is, let's say our budget is $10 a day. The website we had what was the website? I think it was, let me go back to my funnel and see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. All right. And then now radius, we're going to put a radius of 20 miles. Now, so here you click on optional info, and in optional info, you can target your ad to custom location. All right. So we go ahead and expand section. Now just come up here to states and then pick the states you're licensed in. So, if you're licensed in Florida, come up here to Florida. Pick Florida. If you're licensed in North Carolina, come up here in North Carolina and North Carolina. Add the states you're licensed in. So you can, if you want to add your own images, let's say you're like, Emmanuel, your ads are like scary. I don't want to use it. You can come up here in expand section and you can go ahead and upload your own media if you wanted to. So you can go ahead and upload your own media or you can use our own media, right? You can use your media. You can use the media from the template, whatever media you want to use. But you can come up here and upload your own image and use your own image. That's perfectly fine. And let's say you're like, hey, Manuel, I don't like your ad copy because your ad copy is very much like, I look at it, I'm like, dude, it's like, whoo. You can come up here and expand section, and you can also come up here and you can change it and put your own ad copy. You can come up here and put your own ad copy that you want people to see. Put your own headline, put your own link description. The main thing is we give you full control of this. You can launch your own ads. We give you full control. So let's say you love my ad copy because my ad copy is awesome. All right. So we go ahead here and your privacy policy link. It's very important. You have to add your own privacy policy link. So for this privacy policy link, remember the privacy policy that we did with Termly. We go ahead and copy that. That's fine. You can use it. You don't have to worry. And then click on this. And then obviously for tracking, you set up your pixels, choose a pixel here. And then once you're done with that, just go ahead and click on launch campaign. And then ta-da! And then everything will pretty much work out just perfectly. It'll automatically be launched. We'll create the campaign for you. We'll set it up, and then if there's anything we need to edit, we'll reach out to you and say, hey, listen, your campaign's launched, and on our end, we see some errors that we need to be fixed. So let's jump on a Zoom call, and let's go ahead and correct that for you. And once your campaign is launched, you can always, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let the campaign go fully the whole way, so you can see the whole campaign is basically launched. And literally, we're creating a campaign in like 40 to 50 minutes. We're creating a full Facebook ad campaign to sell Ethos Life, right? So we're just going to let it go the whole way. All right, it's going to take a few minutes for it to kind of populate into the Facebook system. So we're basically right now, our software is basically integrating and talking to Facebook, right? And we're talking to Facebook to see how basically everything works. And then we will go ahead and launch. And the process is, so once it's submitted, what's going to happen is Facebook is going to review the ad and say, hey, your ad is not crazy enough, and it's not as crazy as we thought it would be, so we'll go ahead and approve it, right? And then you go ahead and I was just thinking of getting Chinese food, guys. Sorry. Yeah, and then that's basically it. So it's a very, very short and simple and sweet and straight to the point system. There's no overcomplication of anything. There's no nothing at all for the most part, if you ask me. Um, yeah. So right now we're just waiting for the Facebook campaign to basically launch and populate in the system. And once it's launched and populated in the system, I will log into my Facebook. I don't want to do that because it's going to be too much editing. It will automatically be pretty much posted in your Facebook, and you can log on Ads Manager, and you can come up here. Once it's launched, you see the switch, the toggle switch. You can turn it on. You can turn it off. Whatever it is that you choose to do, you can, and that's basically all done inside of the Rise of Results platform. And let's say you're like, you know what, all the leads are coming in, and you're getting all these phone numbers, you're texting them, you're not getting responses, right? And you're like, hey, I have all these numbers, and I want to call them, like I want to close the deals. Here's what you can do: is this in Rise of Results as a business elite member? This is only for the elite members. There's 3 plans. There's the independent plan, which means you're solo. You don't like people. You just like to, be weird and do your own thing. There's a business plan, which basically, on the business plan, you can build your own websites exactly how I built it. You have access to the Facebook ads launcher. You can do everything I just did right now from start to zero in like less than 45 minutes. I have a full blown ad for Ethos Life ready to go. Obviously, I didn't make the video yet, but you can go ahead and make the video and add the video in there, right? We can have all that ready to go and just launch it live, and everything is pretty much good with the world, right? So I just realized something, which is so insane. Um, I just realized my microphone was not plugged in while I was making this video, but because the video's got so much sauce in it, I'm still gonna release it and launch it. And then for future videos, I'm just gonna make sure that my mic is actually plugged in. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. That's so funny. Um, so just I do apologize for the sound quality ahead of time, just in case the sound quality ends up. I guess there's no point in me having this anymore. I do apologize for the sound quality ahead of time if the sound quality ends up not being like computer speaker sound quality. Just know that it was due to a rookie mistake from my end of basically not paying attention to the fact that I didn't actually even have my sound my microphone plugged in. So funny, but yeah, it's taking a little longer to load, and that's basically due to my internet being the best internet on the planet. Best Spectrum. I love you guys. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for the campaign to load. Once the campaign is loaded, it's gonna populate. See, campaign was created successfully, and you can come up here to your dashboard. And once you are, you basically see it. Your menu conversions, right? And then you can come up here, leave it on, or if you wanted to, you can say, hey, I want to make changes. Let's say you want to make changes to your account. You can come up here, you can add, make changes to the budget. You can do whatever you want to do here. And you can come up here and you can create as many campaigns as you want. And then on the back end, we can see it and we can track the metrics for you. And then we can always set up review calls to basically review how your ad is performing. And then you can also go on your ads manager and you can review how the ads are performing for the most part. But that's basically the simple, nit gritty how to launch Facebook ads to sell Ethos Life in 45 minutes. So if you like the video, just do me a favor, just hit the like button. Okay, there's gonna be a bunch of watch me builds. I love doing the watch me builds because I genuinely want you to learn and I really want you to grow in business. So I'm going to do as much as I can to help you grow. Subscribe, okay, for the most part. And if you really want to, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, and you really want to take your business to the next level, in the description is going to be the you can book it, you can start your free trial. Just go to risingresults.com/free trial, or you can just go to risingresults.com/demo. Either way, or just go to www.risingresults.com and you can find it on there for the most part. Like I said, you get the full access to this, and we'll just to basically help you also get full access to 20 hours of free VA service to be able to call your leads. And we're training the VAs as well to be able to close those policies as well, which means they can be not really close it, but basically get them interested in the policy because they're applying by themselves, and then just send them the link and then say, hey, go apply, right? They're not collecting that information, but they can have a discussion with them and build the value for it so that you don't, the main thing is I want you to be lazy making money. But that's it, guys. That's all I got for you for today, and I'll be seeing you in a future video. And like I said, I'll be making a video for how to actually do a recruiting campaign, right? How to do the same thing that we just did for Ethos Life, but how to do a recruiting campaign that you actually get people coming into your business, and you can be actually calling them, and you can take advantage of the VAs that comes in with your portal and use them to actually book people on your appointments. I want your agency to grow. I want your business to grow. I want you to make money. That's honestly what Rising Results is all about. For that, that's it. Enjoy.